What's going on, Summoners? My name is Nathan Ng and I'll be your host for another Pro Guides video. In this one, we'll be covering some new builds that have surfaced on the latest preseason patch. These builds are trending on the Korean server, so if you want to stay informed on the latest innovation, look no further. Make sure to hit the sub button so you don't miss out on any content like this, and let's get started with the video. Beginning with the top lane, it's no surprise that tanks are seeing a lot more play this patch. With huge changes to tank items, players are surely experimenting to just see how strong they can be during the preseason. However, in spite of big changes to both Chem Tank and Gauntlet, this new Ornn build does not utilize either of them. Instead, it uses the newly introduced Even Shroud. Anyone can support their team, it doesn't have to be only one person's role. Ornn has zero problems providing his team opportunities to take advantage of the new mythic item. With his incredible crowd control, he's able to significantly amplify his team's damage output, all thanks to Even Shroud. That's not the only new part of this build. The plethora of Ornn's crowd control not only amplifies his team's damage, it also gives him plenty of opportunities to shield himself with another new item, Fimbulwinter. That said, for runes, run Unsealed Spellbook, Magical Footwear, Biscuit Delivery, Cosmic Insight, Bone Plating, Unflinching, Attack Speed, Adaptive Force, and your choice of a defensive rune. For items, build Even Shroud, Defensive Boots, Fimbulwinter, Thornmail, Abyssal Mask, and Anathema's Chains. The new items will definitely lead to some huge meta shifts this patch and moving forward. If you want help adapting to all the changes, make sure you contact the coach over at ProGuides.com. Our experienced coaching staff can work with you to help you quickly improve and start working towards your rank goals. Next is a build for Tahm Kench. Like Ornn, he's looking to take advantage of the new item, Fimbulwinter. With this Q, he's able to constantly provide himself with an extra shield, as if he wasn't tanky enough. The changes to Demonic Embrace also make it a great purchase for Tahm. The extra AP buff to both his Q and W, and the item itself provides some extra burn damage. As a result, Tahm ends up a nearly immortal killing machine. He's able to 1v1 practically anybody using this build. To be fair, he can 1v1 nearly anybody with 6 tank items, but trust me, this setup yields a ton of damage while sacrificing nearly no tankiness. For runes, run Grasp of the Undying, Shield Bash, Second Wind, Unflinching, Presence of Mind, Legend Alacrity, Attack Speed, Armor, and your choice of a defensive rune. For your items, build Frostfire Gauntlet, Defensive Boots, Fimbulwinter, Thornmail, Spirit Visage, and Demonic Embrace. That covers the top lane builds, so like we always do, we put those builds up on the screen one more time for you all. Take notes and let's talk about the jungle next. While he lacks some presence in the jungle, the preseason might be the perfect opportunity for Volibear to make his return to the meta. Turbo Chem Tank's changes not only increases his clear speed, but also provides Volibear with some extra damage to work with. On top of this, he's going to be much tankier with Fimbulwinter included in this build. For runes, run Predator, Sheep Shot, Zombie Ward, Ingenious Hunter, Celerity, Water Walking, Attack Speed, Adaptive Force, and Armor. His build is Turbo Chem Tank, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Fimbulwinter, Sterex Gauge, Zanya's Hourglass, and Spirit Visage. Next, we have Evelynn, and this build takes advantage of the newest keystone, First Strike. This new keystone provides a 3-second window of increased power. This is plenty of time for Evelynn, as she's typically the one to jump out of the shadows and land the first hit on her enemies regardless. It's not only a great rune for Evelynn in terms of damage, it also grants her a ton of bonus gold as she wreaks havoc with her ganks. Extra gold adds up to hitting an item breakpoint faster than the other players in this game, and it creates golden windows of opportunity. Imagine trying to farm a couple more waves to finish your mythic item, and then suddenly you get ganked by an Evelynn with her Hextech Rocket Belt already completed, and she's able to finish her next item. You're probably super dead. For runes, run First Strike, Magical Footwear, Futures Market, Cosmic Insight, Sudden Impact, Relentless Hunter, Double Adaptive Force, and Armor. For the items, build Hextech Rocket Belt, Sorcerer's Shoes, Rabadon's Death Cap, Shadow Flame, Void Staff, and Cosmic Drive. Shadow Flame is another new item that was added this patch. Build it on for that bonus magic penetration and burst damage. As the enemies get low, Shadow Flame grants its maximum bonus, perfectly synergizing with Evelynn's ultimate, which also preys on low health enemies. Concluding the jungle, we'll put their builds up for you guys one more time to take a look at. Make sure you save them, write them down, or do whatever works for you. Or, go to my streams at twitch.tv/Nathan_ing and watch me try them out themselves on Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. PST. Little plug-in. Anyway, let's talk about the mid lane next. We see enough Zed already, but the introduction of the new items and runes means that we all have the privilege of seeing him even more, unless you ban him. Like with Evelynn, First Strike increases Zed's damage output significantly, and also grants him a ton of bonus gold. Assassins that can optimally utilize this rune definitely got a lot out of it. Since they typically want to hit those item spikes faster to start snowballing, it acts as a sort of a win faster rune. For his runes, run First Strike, Perfect Timing, Futures Market, Cosmic Insight, Taste of Blood, Ultimate Hunter, Double Adaptive Force, and a defensive rune. For his build, purchase Yumu's Ghostblade, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Duskblade of Drakthar, Axiom Arc, Sorelda's Grudge, and Edge of Night. To nobody's surprise, Axiom Arc is incredibly powerful on Zed. Further reducing his ultimate's cooldown provides Zed with even more opportunities to outplay his opponents. Expect players on the opposite team of Zed to complain about how they just saw Zed use his ultimate. A few takedowns will reduce the cooldown enough for late game Zed to hit the Rift even earlier than before. Before moving forward, let me ask you our question of the day. What's your favorite change for the preseason? I'm personally a big fan of the new item, Winter. It definitely helps out tanks a lot by focusing on what's important, their durability. Let me know your answers in the comments down below, and let's continue on with the video. A face that we haven't seen for quite some time in the mid lane is Victor. More aggressive mid lane picks have bullied him out for the majority of Season 11. While he does scale well, getting to the point where that is a real struggle. However, the addition of Crown of the Shattered Queen certainly helps. The defensive utility it provides gives Victor the safety net that he needs to thrive and eventually carry his team. With its shield, Victor becomes much more difficult to burst down, and with the help of his Q, killing him might prove to be a challenge moving forward. For runes, run Phase Rush, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch, Biscuit Delivery, Time Warp Tonic, Attack Speed, Adaptive Force, and a Defensive Rune. His items are Crown of Shattered Queen, Sorcerer's Shoes, Lich Bane, Void Staff, Shadow Flame, and Rabadon's Death Cap. We finished up another section, so make sure you take a look at the screen for a recap of the mid lane builds. Now that we've finished, let's move to the bot lane next. First, we'll talk about bottom lane Swain. While he's failed to break into the spotlight, Swain has seen a lot of play for quite some time with great success. Changes to items definitely help him out a ton, most notably Cosmic Drive. He can basically build Phase Rush now, making it nearly impossible to escape from him. The item's effect can also be used defensively, but the important part is that Swain should have an easier time chasing down the mobile foes. For runes, run Glacial Augment, Perfect Timing, Biscuit Delivery, Cosmic Insight, Presence of Mind, Last Stand, Double Adaptive Force, and a Situational Defensive Rune. For your items, build Riftmaker, Sorcerer's Shoes, Zhonya's Hourglass, Cosmic Drive, Void Staff, and a Rabadon's Death Cap. Next up is a build for support Nautilus. For the most part, the build remains relatively the same with the addition of the new mythic item, Even Shroud. Considering the fact that 3 of 4 of Nautilus's abilities apply crowd control, it's certainly a powerful purchase. And that's not including his passive, by the way. As if Nautilus wasn't tanky enough, the addition of Even Shroud powers up his pick-making potential as his team can much more easily burst down whoever he singles out. For runes, run Aftershock, Font of Life, Bone Plating, Unflinching, Hextech Flash Traption, Cosmic Insight, Attack Speed, Armor, and another defensive rune of choice. We got a bottom lane duo with Tryndamere and Taric. Yeah, you heard that right. This terrifying duo simply just doesn't die. If you find Tryndamere's ultimate annoying, imagine what you're dealing with when he has Taric ult backing him up as well. With minimal practice, any duo can optimize the combo and start dominating lane with turret dive after turret dive. So if you guys want to play Taric because you're absolutely dazzling, I'll go Tryndamere with you because I'm looking for a duo partner in real life too, you know, with cuddles and stuff. Anyway, his items are Gale Force, Berserker's Greave, Navori Quick Blades, Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, and a choice of a Sorella's Grudge, Mercurial Scimitar, and a Guardian Angel. On top of Taric's utility, Tryndamere can use Gale Force to further close the distance and murder a poor marksman out on Summer's Rift. For Tryndamere's rune, run Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Legend Alacrity, Last Stand, Second Wind, Unflinching, Attack Speed, Adaptive Force, and a defensive rune. Taric's runes are Glacial Augment, Perfect Timing, Futures Market, Cosmic Insight, Cheap Shot, Ultimate Hunter, Ability Haste, Armor, and another defensive rune. For items, build Even Shroud, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Winter, Knight's Vow, Abyssal Mask, and Anathema's Chains. Once again, Even Shroud empowers the owner's crowd control and causes enemy targets that have been afflicted to take increased damage. Landing any combo is a sure kill not only because of the increased damage output in lockdown, but because once again, Tryndamere is able to use his ultimate as well as Taric's. That's it for the bottom lane builds. We'll put them up on screen one last time for you guys to review. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below, or if you have any spicy builds that you want me to try. Anyway, check out the description for a link to join our Discord community because we would love to have you there. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.